Hey guys, Jason with the Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. I want to take a second here and I'm going to talk to you about my tether line that I've been using for the last probably 3/4 of the season. I've been experimenting with. But when I first started out 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I used a strap, actual webbing strap that kind of looked very similar to this type of a wide strap that I would use through here and connect it to a tree. Downside to that was that it never fit around all that there were trees it wouldn't fit around, and sometimes it would be you wouldn't have enough slack between just this little thing right here. There's a lot of times I got to squish down on a stand or I'm turning around like this to be able to make a shot, and it wasn't giving me the flexibility I needed. So then I went to a Lone Wolf lineman belt setup that I used and put right through here. I have a video on that. It worked really good. The only thing I didn't like about that was the fact that it wasn't dynamic. I wanted something that wasn't quite so static. Difference is like for static, this my lineman belt that you guys have seen videos on that I use. This is static rope. It does not stretch. This is 11 mil non-stretching mountain climbing rope that I use on my actual lineman belt that goes around a tree. I love that setup, but 11 mil rope's a little too big, and I didn't want to go with static. I wanted dynamic effects. So what I came up with this that I've been using this year is this right here, which I'll explain to you, but it's pretty sweet system. I love it. What I'm using here, this is actually 8.5 millimeter mountain climbing rope, and it's dynamic. Where this is my lineman belt, you can see the difference in diameters of that. This is 11 mil static line. This is 8.5 millimeter dynamic mountain climbing rope. Very lightweight, very simple. And what I'm doing with it is basically when I made this, I'll show you the components of it. But this is actually here where it goes through here. This is actually fed through itself. Okay, it's a overhand knot with a half hitch, and then I just feed it through there so I can change it to different harnesses. And then I actually used my fast flight serving tool that I use for bowstrings, and I served that tag end together. I made a Prusik knot on this end here, and I made the Prusik knot out of the same diameter of this rope. I did that on purpose. Normally a Prusik knot is made with a smaller diameter rope, but for what we're using it for, it doesn't need to be. And this bites real good and real solid, and I got no complaints on it, and I have that strength and durability. I don't have my Prusik knot being my weak link anymore, where it was on the lineman belt that I used the Lone Wolf lineman belt. That rope for the Prusik knot was getting pretty small in diameter, and so this gives me more strength and more character there that I need. I did tag end that end with fast flight serving string, and then I put an overhand knot on the loop end here that goes around the tree. It's just a overhand knot, and then I also serve those tag ends there real quick. Very fast and simple to do it. You can get the the 8.5 millimeter mountain climbing rope. You can get it any place. You can buy it some places by the foot. Mine is Sterling. Mine is made by Sterling Duetto rope, and I didn't buy it by the foot. I actually bought it by 30 meters of it because I'm making them for my kids as well too. And I got build one for Joe, and so I knew I was going to use a couple pieces of it. So I bought it that way, and but you can find it places by the foot if you want to. I don't know how long that is. I'm going to guess and say that I probably have, I'm going to guess you're probably going to need, with knots, you're probably going to need 10, 12 feet of it, is what I'm guessing. But how it works, and the beauty of it, is the fact that this rope is dynamic, which means it stretches. It almost has a bungee cord effect to it. Not quite a bungee cord, but very similar kind of. It's not static and hard, so if I do fall, it's going to give me a little bit of cushion. Now, my actual tether, also, you can see it's got sewn in loop or sewn over flaps in here. You can see on there. Those are designed under tension to break and snap and pop and reduce some of my stress on a fall. That's nice. This is going to give me some more in here too because of the dynamic elasticity of this rope. I like that. So what I do with it, when I get to the tree, I climb up in my tree. I take this rope right here and I throw it around. Look at the diameter of this tree I'm on right here. I mean, it lets you get around anything you need to. So I get it, I throw it up high like this, and I connect the carabiner on, and I snug up my, I'm gonna put that a little lower just so you can see it in the camera. But I throw it around the tree right there like that, and I then just snug up my Prusik knot, and I'm done. But if I have this extra slack, I don't want all this extra slack in this hang down here. So if I want to adjust that, all I do is right here, I just put an overhand knot right in the rope right here like this, and I'm done. And now I can adjust the slack. Now I could do that tighter, higher, whatever I want to do. Normally I'd run it higher, but you get the concept there that I can adjust that slack with that simple overhand knot. If by chance I was to fall, what's going to happen is I'm going to get some elasticity through these loops breaking on my harness here, and I'm going to get some stretch and elasticity out of this dynamic rope. This knot is going to tighten. The Prusik knot is going to tighten. All this stuff is going to tighten, allowing me more dynamic elasticity in there to cushion my fall, and the rope around a tree is going to elastically stretch a little bit, allowing me more cushion as I make that drop so that it's not so hard on my body. That's what I like, and the quality and durability and the safety factor of it is top notch. When I get down and I'm all done, simply undo your knot here that adjusts whatever length you wanted. And like I said, you can make that anywhere you want. If you're somebody who wants it up nice and high and tight, put it up here so that you have very little slack, you know, so when you're hunting, you're there. You can raise this up. You can do total creativity control, even on little trees. You just make the knot bigger, or you go around twice. It works like a champ on all size trees. That's the beauty of it. And when I have it there, I have that luxury of, even if I run that up high, and normally, because of where the camera is, I would run this up here higher so that I can get under it and move around. But if I put it up there, obviously it's getting out of your camera frame. But it gives you the flexibility to be able to twist around under here, come through. I can drop down low on my stand to take a shot. I can lean out this way. I can lean towards my tree and shoot this way. It gives you some flexibility and create control for what you're doing up there, instead of being locked right to the tree where you can't move any more than this. I don't like that. I need that room. But if I'm going to have that room, I want some cushion in that fall. This dynamic rope gives me that security factor. So if instead of falling 6 inches, if I was here with the strap and I can only fall 6 inches, if now I can fall a foot or a foot and a half, I want that dynamic range in there. I want that elasticity to cushion that fall. So it gives it to me. When you're all done with this, what I do, loosen up my Prusik knot, pop the carabiner off. Yes, this is a mountain climbing grade carabiner. It is designed for this use. You take the rope, hook it to your carabiner. I pull the Prusik knot to the back of the rope like that. Kind of split this right in half and pull it this way. I put an overhand knot in it just like this. And there's my whole kit. Throw it over my shoulder and I'm ready to walk out. So it's a sweet, simple, as you can see, nice, compact, ultra lightweight unit. You get to the tree, as soon as you get up there, you climb up, you pop those off like that. Slide your Prusik knot over, hit the lever on a carabiner, throw it around the tree, grab it, put it wherever you want to put it at, lock it on, snug her up, you're basically done. Adjust the slack wherever you want the slack to be adjusted, quick and simple, done. And I'm ready to hunt. It's that simple. It's a great system with a lot of versatility, but the best thing is that I now have that safety of a dynamic, elastic, dynamic type rope that's going to save me. This stuff is rated, I think, for, I think you can use it for like 6 falls or something, and before you got to replace it's what it's rated for. But it's top quality stuff. Not super expensive. You can find it for probably about $1.25 a foot. If you were to buy it by the foot, I think I want to say I paid $60 for 30 meters. So that's 90 feet of it I got for $60. But it's phenomenal stuff. And like I said, making a Prusik knot, the same exact diameter rope, it still does everything I need it to and works perfect. You don't have to go with a smaller diameter like people say, or they say you should, because I'm not using it to climb up a rope like Prusik knots are intended for. All I needed to do is hold it to that tree. And I want the same thickness, same diameter, so I have that ultra super strong strength. But this is about as tough as a line. I mean, I don't think you can build a safer tether than what I got on here right now. I love it. Like I said, I've been using it now for a couple of months, and it works like a champ. Goes around every tree, does everything I need it to. So just goes to show you that, you know, there's some great options out there, but this gives me that elasticity, gives me that cushion if I do fall, gives me that security of the durability and the strength of it. It's kind of win-win all the way around for me, so I'm real excited and real happy about it, and thought I'd take a minute and show it to you and share it with you. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with more stuff soon. Talk to you later. Bye.